What has been your reaction to Super Eagles' performance so far in the Afcon, sir?
I'm happy for that, your introduction. I am the President General worldwide, Nigeria Football Supporters Association. I registered the association and I was national chairman for 10 years before we metamorphosed into launching other chapters of the Supporters Club worldwide. I started with Cote d'Ivoire here in 1992, 32 years ago, from where I moved to Ghana, Gambia, Burkina Faso, Mali, Togo, and the rest of Africa. By 1995, I was in the United States of America, in New Jersey, and I launched the Supporters Club. From where I moved to Paris in 1997, and also in the same 97, I moved to UK, I moved to Ireland, I moved to Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Canada, USA, China, Chile, name it, all over the world. I went personally to launch all those chapters. And that was what brought the nomenclature of the President General worldwide, having been the chairman for 10 years. As it is, since 2000, I have not dabbled and I'm not dabbling into the affairs of the Nigeria Football Supporters Club back home. I'm even not a signatory to their account. Erroneously, a lot of people, Dr. Ladipo has been there for too long a time. No, I was only there for 10 years. But I came out to be the arrowhead all over the world, who is like a figure father to all the supporters clubs across the world. What do? I give them advice. I raise money for them. I'm the one that goes about to raise money for them to fund their projects. So Dr. Ladipo is there for too long a time. He is born out of ignorance. People should know that this man was the first national president of all the freight forwarders, clearing agents, and shippers in Nigeria in 1986, before I even became the national chairman of the Supporters Club. That's where I make my money. But the thing is, the Supporters Club, there's no money in the Supporters Club that we make. I do all the jobs for Globalcom, Defcom, Equatorial Trust Bank, Aliko Dangote, Civax, and the rest. That's where I made my money. I cleared 200, 500, 1,000 containers, vehicles, and the rest. That's where I made my money. And that's the money I make, I spend. However, I am happy that what nobody gave a chance, that is the Supporters Club, was there in the gutters. And I took it up, bathed it, washed it, creamed it, powdered it, and it's now a bride all over the world. You will remember that in 1980, the Nigeria Green Eagles won the Cup of Nations in Lagos. And if you go back to the records, the man was bearing the national flag in front of the players and riding them into the field of play. It's this same person that is talking. When they play all the time, all the years, I am the one that goes with them to all the countries of the world, and I will bear the national flag. That is how I was able to know what was missing in the Supporters Club. And what was missing is that we were not registered. We were not recognized. So immediately I became its chairman in 1990. I changed the face of supportership. And you can also attest to the fact that FIFA gave us the best award for any supporters group in the whole world in 1994. So also in 1996 in Atlanta. And CAF gave us the best supporters club, the best behaved, the most entertaining award in 2006, 2008, 2010, 2013. That goes to show that we are a force to be reckoned with. Anything and everything any supporters group is doing today, whether any country of the world, they are emulating the Nigeria Football Supporters Club. Because we started the painting of bodies and faces, I introduced the trumpeting, the drumming into supportership. And that is what everybody is doing today. So what has happened here is a good thing. I am fulfilled that having been there for several years, a lot of people recognize my face back home. In all the countries of the world, they know who is Dr. Rafi Ladipo. I have papers with me, signed by CAF and FIFA, giving me the best award of the supporters all over the world. In 1996, after the winning of the Olympics, I was called back to the United States. I went to Cleveland. I immediately arrived Cleveland. I was driven in a motorcade to the place where I got the award for the advancement and leadership of Nigeria. That's something that gives me joy outside Nigeria. And I've received several awards in Nigeria, over 300 of them. But why are we here? We are here for Nigeria. We are doing all these things because of the love we have for Nigeria. All of us cannot be ministers. All of us cannot be governors. Of course, not all of us will be Mr. President of Nigeria. But of all of us, as Nigerians, we must contribute meaningfully to the good image and positive image of Nigeria because it unites us. If we go back home during this tournament, you will see that whenever football is being played, everybody comes together, even the people in the villages, they come together to celebrate Nigeria. So I'm happy for what is happening. You would remember that before this tournament, all the bookmakers have told us we are going there to make a number, that after the first round we'll be out. But I'm happy that the Super Eagles players have confirmed that they are no jokers. They are part of this tournament, and by the grace of God, they will leave the trophy back home. We got it last in 2013 in South Africa. We had it in Tunisia in 1994, and of course we had it in Lagos in 1980. So this time around, we are going to have it for the fourth time in Côte d'Ivoire. And we are presenting that cup to the President of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and we will all be happy to rejoice. Two countries that amuse me are the Cameroonians and the Angolans, because of the fact that they have beaten us before. They felt it will be the same ball game again. It's not like that. Cameroon has beaten us 3 times. Of the 3 times, 2 of them were robberies. Because I am a football person, the rule is that whatever the referee says is the final. So we don't lose our heads. We wait for another time to be able to meet them. And that is why I am happy that this time around we beat them with 2 emphatic goals. And then they will not just take us as minnows, as somebody they can just trample on anymore. We are a force to be reckoned with. The second team is Angola. Angola, in 2006, denied us the ticket to the World Cup. When we went to play there, and they beat us 1-0. And by the time we got back to Nigeria, we went to Kano. We played under the scorching sun, and it affected our players. So we played a draw. That was how we were ousted of the World Cup. But thank God, yesterday, we showed class. We told them that the Super Eagles are no jokers. They have come here and they have done so well. On this note, I want to praise the efforts of the Super Eagles players. They are Nigerians. They have shown the resilience the Nigerians are made of. They have shown that they can make us happy and proud. Even their coach would now start thinking otherwise. And I and you were happy for what happened yesterday.
Sir, is there juju in football?
No more. There was. But since 1990, we stopped. And I believe any country who relies on juju will fail, because juju don't play football anymore. In those days, they used juju to win matches. Anybody who does that now is only deceiving himself or herself. No juju again in football.
Share an experience with us.
On juju? My brother. Okay, let me tell you. We had a match sometime in one country which I'm not going to mention name. And being the flag bearer of the nation, I will be the first person to go into the room. And when you get there, when I got there, I discovered there was blood all over the dressing room. And I told my players, no, don't go into the dressing room. And the captain reported the situation to the match commissioner. And they said, no, don't go into the room. Because my players didn't go into that room, we beat them. There was another one when another country came to Nigeria with juju, and by the grace of God, we were able to discover it. We took it away from them, and before you know, you can say anything. That juju was put in my pocket, and 10 minutes later, my thigh got swollen, and I couldn't walk anymore. But then, I don't believe in juju anymore. I believe in fasting and prayers, and that is what has been giving us the edge over all other teams.
All right, sir. So, talking about fasting and prayer, is it we hear that some members of supporters club actually fast? Is it that the members are compelled to fast, or it is on their own wish, on their own voluntary wish?
The leadership of the club tells them that they must fast, and if really they are real supporters of Nigeria, they will fast. But anybody who is not fit to fast is not forced to do it. But I tell you, all the members comply, they fast, they pray.